Welcome back! Or if this is your first time viewing, welcome. This is 30 Jars Later. I am the Mayo Man. Today is a Christmas holiday themed special, and today I will be reviewing two limited edition emulsions available now from Aldi. So first up we have the Perfect Christmas Sage and Onion Stuffing Flavoured Mayonnaise. And we've also got the Perfect Christmas Gravy-flavoured Mayonnaise. So these are real products. Someone, somewhere, signed paperwork to approve them. So first off, the Gravy Mayo presents itself in, I'd say, fairly neutral tones, but it's certainly Christmas themed palette with a mid-November mud. The typography is confident, suggesting the manufacturer believes that this should exist. I admire their optimism. So we move on now to investigate inside. So this is, very glossy, almost disturbingly glossy, perhaps. Like a mirror of choices that we cannot take back. Yeah, so that's interesting. I'd say if it tastes like gravy, it tastes like granules from a packet at 2 a.m. I'd say I'm getting stronger flavours of dog food than gravy. If I'm being completely honest, we'll take another spoonful because, try anything twice. Yeah, no, that really is quite revolting. So we now move on to the spread test. So I've got a small piece of white bread. Who doesn't like to dip white bread onto their plate at the end of a Christmas meal to wipe up the gravy? So I'll be spreading this carefully. The spreadability is adequate. The mayo resists only slightly, as if aware of its own wrongness. Yeah. I mean, again, the bread helps tone down the revoltingness a little bit. It doesn't quite remind me of gravy, but it does evoke near gravy. Yeah. So, to conclude on the gravy-flavoured mayonnaise, I would give, on the 30 Jars Later index, I would award the gravy-flavoured mayonnaise a 3.2 out of 11. It's a brave attempt, but I think a really concerning taste of dog food, particularly on the aftertaste, and I can't say that I would recommend it to anyone. Next up on 30 Jars Later is the Sage and Onion Stuffing Flavoured Mayonnaise. So the packaging again evokes a little bit of Christmas. It is quite serious. The typeface there, you can see clearly. So let's move on to opening. Wow, so there's an immediate aroma of dried herbs there, trapped in an unfamiliar environment. The texture appears somewhat granular. This is not necessarily a compliment. I've got a good spoonful there. This one's assertive. Do you know what? That one tastes exactly like stuffing, if stuffing were reimagined as a spreadable condiment, possibly against its will. There are strong notes of sage, thyme, and a little confusion, I suppose. But overall, a much gentler, more... It evokes memories of a nice Christmas meal before the regret starts to set in. Next up is the spreadability test. So again, I'm putting this onto some plain white bread. Being a little bit more generous this time, since I've got a warm affection to it. Yeah, I mean, the combination of stuffing and white bread, which I guess is a good substitute for bread sauce, it does actually work. Yeah, that's good. So on the 30 jars later index, I would assign the stuffing-flavoured mayonnaise a 6.2 out of 13. It's more successful than expected. It still raises some questions about the direction of humanity. So to conclude, I would say to some, these mayonnaise will be novelties. To others, curiosity. To all of us, reminders that we live in an age where anything, if emulsified, can be sold. If you've enjoyed this examination, consider joining me for future episodes as we continue our journey, jar by jar, spread by spread, towards greater understanding. And isn't that what Christmas is all about? Thank you. I've been the Mayo Man. This is 30 Jars Later.